Okay, so it's update time again. I've added some extra code to detect the encoder ticks better. So now we don't miss any encoder ticks even when the cars run at full speed. And I've also added some extra track length detection code based on the values that we can now get. So the cars detect the start of the track nicely. Let's go into the test menu and we can test the cars. Right, so we've now got an extra flag here, this last one, which will detect whether the car has reached the end of the usable part of the track. Here we go. So what happens now is the car reached the end of the track without slipping the drive belt. There's a small drive belt down here and the pulley at the end up here which drives the encoder, but you don't really want that to be slipping around on the motor, otherwise it'll wear out the string or the belt. We can drive the other car at a slower speed and this one will stop quicker. As you can see, it stopped before the blue car because the blue car was running at full speed and it takes it longer to stop once you kill the power than the red car did at a slower speed. And if we try and move this forward a little bit, we can move it forward just a little bit, whereas this one we can move it forward quite a bit. And while they're at the end, we can see we've recorded 724 and 5 encoded ticks for the full length of the track at high speed and low speed. And that they've also reached the end of the usable track, indicated by the M here, max. Now that they're at the end of the track, we should also be able to return the cars and stop them. Because I've pushed them all the way to the end, it should still go all the way back to the start. And it doesn't care that it drove it more than 670 ticks, as is indicated by the lack of an M on both of these flags, because that code is only used when the cars are going forwards. So basically we've got quite a reliable racetrack driver now, which doesn't kill the physical hardware of the machine and doesn't wear things out, which is really, really good. So let's have a little play with it. Here we go. So we can start and stop the cars at slow speed. And if you watch the screen here, I can move this reasonably fast and it seems to manage to keep up quite nicely. Doesn't keep up if we go really super fast. As you can see there, it only read 422. The Williams one does it a little bit better, but we don't need to schedule the code any faster because we can only drive the cars at full speed when we're actually using them in game. So the Williams code is probably doing a little bit more than it needs to, or being called a bit more frequently. So I don't know. You judge for yourself whether my code's better.